ABC's hit drama 911 is back for its 8th season, and we are so excited to have two of the show's stars with us today. Aisha Hines, who plays Henrietta, or Hen Wilson, and Oliver Stark, who plays Buckley, better known as Buck. Great to see you guys today. I know you can't give away too much, but what can fans expect in the finale episode, especially after that massive pipe explosion we've been teased about?
Yeah, listen, 911 always wants to go big when it comes to both premieres and finales. So there is a very epic, high-stakes rescue kind of at the center of the episode. And then built out around that is, the personal drama that these firefighters are dealing with and some big decisions, in fact, coming up for some of the characters. So high stakes all around.
And you just never can get comfortable with 911. No one is ever safe.
I wanted to ask each of you, what's been the most memorable or impactful storyline for your characters this season?
I think the most memorable and impactful storyline was Karen and Henrietta and Denny finally being able to get their family all together, bringing in Mara and them fighting, I think for the greater part of last season. With Councilwoman Ortiz, who put up so many obstacles to make it so that they would not be able to, forge ahead and fortify their family, and be able to successfully foster her and get her, through to adoption. And so finally being able to all be together under one roof and have that moment, I think has been a moment that we've been, looking forward to for many seasons.
I think for Buck, it would be his recent heartbreak, a story that I think we can all relate to in certain respects. But yeah, he's grieving the loss of a relationship and trying to figure out who he is without that relationship defining who he is.
Well, the show highlights real-life challenges that our first responders face every day. Can you share any memorable stories or interactions with real-life first responders who are fans of the show?
Yes, and I want Aisha to answer this. Can you tell a story about the guy in Grenada who saved his neighbors?
Oh
Thanks.
my gosh, yes. So my family is from Grenada, and so I got married last year in Grenada. And when I went down to kind of, scout the location and look at different things, I met a staff member at the hotel who works as a lifeguard on the beaches. And so he was sharing, he was so excited that I was coming down, to have my wedding there, but he was even more excited that my castmates were going to be down to, to support me. And he told me, like, he watched this show, and it was a fire. His neighbor was having a fire, and he was able to follow some of the things that he learned on the show, like literally wetting towels and being able to crawl in over to make sure and take care and save the neighbor from the house, because the fire department, was going to take a little bit longer than the woman had. And so he was like, you would never believe where I learned these things on 911.
Well, thankfully, you didn't experience any real emergencies at your wedding, Aisha. Well, before you guys go, do you have a message for your fans here in Cincinnati?
Well, I think more than anything, it's thank you for, sticking with the show all these years. Buckle up, because, the end of this first half of the season and then heading into the next half of the season, we're really going to be pulling on those heartstrings. So thank you for sticking with us thus far, and we hope you continue to enjoy the journey.
Aisha Hines and Oliver Stark, we look forward to the episode, and thanks again for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Pete.